Brought to you by DK Audio.
DK Audio presents How to Raise an Amazing Child the Montessori Way, written by Tim Seldin, read by Robert G. Slade. Introduction. I can't remember a time when I wasn't involved in the world of Montessori education. For me, it is a complete way of life. An often asked question is, what is the secret that allows one or two adults to manage large groups of children in an atmosphere of peace? The answer is, to a large degree, that Montessori teachers consciously learn to establish cooperative classroom communities. This book is intended to show parents how they can apply the same principles to their family's daily life. As authors, we can barely remember a time when we weren't involved in the world of Montessori education. For us, it is a way of life. This book draws on our personal experiences as children, as parents, as Montessori guides, and as parenting coaches to many families who have sought a better way to raise their families in a spirit of kindness, respect, and partnership. Much of what we have learned came from observing and working with parents and children, and from raising our own families. Being a parent is a full-time job that is often equally joyful and exhausting. The history books would make you think that raising a family is straightforward. Mums stay at home and looked after the children, while dads went out to work. Children were generally obedient, if only because their parents kept a tight rein on their activities and punished them severely if they went astray. But this is not an accurate representation of parenting, nor has it ever been. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to parenting, because each family unit is unique. There are all sorts of families: single working mums, stay-at-home dads, families where children have two mums and dads, and families with 3 or more generations living together. At the same time, there is a growing awareness of how important the right environment and experiences are for infants, toddlers, and young children. We understand children's brains are programmed to learn, which is why stimulating them in developmentally appropriate ways is especially essential in the early years. And it never stops. As children grow up, they continue to need plenty of time, attention, engagement, and support, all the way into young adulthood. Most of us long to give our children the best home environment that we possibly can within the limits of our time and resources. The mission that we undertake as parents is not simply to feed, cuddle, and protect our children. We also want to teach them to become independent, self-confident, successful adults who are happy and fulfilled. While that journey takes many years, it helps to have an idea of where we are heading and why we do what we do. If you are eager for a fresh perspective and some practical suggestions, then this book is for you. It is filled not only with practical guidance and ideas for activities to do together, but also with the message that life is meant to be celebrated. The small, everyday things that we can do to reaffirm our love for one another can make all the difference. Tim Seldin, President, the Montessori Foundation. Why Montessori? Raising a well-rounded child in today's world. Children are one of life's greatest gifts, but raising caring, happy children in this modern world can be a challenge to any parent. Connected for life. Our connection with our children is formed before birth and lasts for our entire lives. Over the years, we are right there beside them as they learn to smile, crawl, speak their first words, take their first steps, and together we mark all the milestones in their journey towards adulthood. Life with children.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?